Hello, hello. Happy Tuesday. My weekend starts today. Oh, Blair. How is Blur doing? I'm doing good. How are you? I am doing pretty good. Like I said, my weekend starts today, so I got a lot of stuff to do to prep for Ciderfest till tomorrow, and a couple of things to do. But also, I'm hoping to take a couple hours to not work on stuff, so that I can rest up. I want to sleep in. I've had so much stuff that still need to be done for Ciderfest that I've been kind of overworking myself. I didn't have a weekend, essentially. But it's been, but I got most of it done. A couple other frustration stuff that I got to figure out too, but that's outside of Ciderfest. So my priority is just getting the stuff done that's due first. So. All right. Button. There we go. Hello. Michael's eating right now, so it'll be another minute. But we can get started now anyway. Oh, I forgot to prep my music again. That's like the most important part. Hold on, that's the wrong place. I gotta go there. And then there. And there. There we go. And make sure it's like gonna play the mirror. Okay, we're good. So I'm basically done with the Trixie video. I have it ready for Ciderfest, and I have to figure out some logistics issues that I'm having with getting it on YouTube. That's been a headache, but working on that. So there are still a couple things I need for Ciderfest. One of the things that we do with Ciderfest is we do bad fan fiction readings, and each of those I tend to make like a goofy picture or something that kind of goes in the background or something. It's usually just for some funny jokes. So what I need to do is I need to make technically like 3 or 4 of them still, but we're going to work on one of them today. Basically, what I need to kind of do is I need Rainbow to send her friends to hell, essentially. I don't want to give the details of the story for those that are going to be at the convention to kind of ruin it. But essentially, I've got to send her friends to hell. So that is what we're going to be doing. We're going to be making a picture. I'm not worried about perfection with these. It's usually kind of like, what can we do quick? Oh, the hell? Oh, okay. Oh, that's something else. Okay, confused. But anyways, so what is the best way to send him to hell? Technically, it's by making a deal with the devil. So one of the difficulties I have with pictures, when it comes to video, you can show like them like being trapped in hell or something, but you can show Rainbow, but like trying to show both at the same time in a visually pleasing manner is difficult. Like I can show Rainbow and then like her friends like being pulled into a like a summoning circle type thing, maybe. I'm kind of leaning that route because I could put it like side by side of her like watching them go in, but I already have a picture that's very much a side by side. I don't want to just copy paste that. I kind of like the idea of doing this, of having like their friends get sucked down. I would have to have basically non-existent depth of field though. What was that one map I did? Swanky Forest? Oh, I know that one. Let's go with this one. This was the one I think that I did with Trixie. I'm surprised I was actually in the middle of this field. Because I could just use this again. Oh God, what was the command for removing the grass? I gotta get the property for that real quick. That is under montage. There it is. CL detailed list. Okay, I have it listed right here. I'm expecting this to crash. It's not going to crash? It didn't crash. Awesome. It will when I change. But now I know what I'm looking for. Oh no, and hello MDS. We're working on some picks for the con. We need Rainbow to sacrifice her friends to the devil. So I'm kind of gonna, I think, follow a similar concept to what we did before. Okay, now let's see. SL. I thought there was a CL. Detailed dist. Ah, there we go. Boom, gone. Okay, perfect. Hello, Dad. Yay. Yay, devil summoning. All right, so we're going to set up the camera. Like, I need to have some distance, so this looks like a good distance bit. If we're gonna have them up close, I need rainbow visible. We need to do at least a 50 lens. But I gotta have the ground pretty visible here too. We can probably tilt it a little bit. It's gonna be copy paste a little bit from I think the Trixie one, but it's gonna be fun. Let's go put rainbow maybe like right here. Should have her wings open? Yeah, I think it'll be cool in the lighting. What should I use for the devil? You know what? Let's check the workshop. I bet you somebody has like a devil or something in there. Oh, the TF2 devil actually I think might work perfect. Yeah, I'm not even gonna dig around. I think it's kind of fun. Yeah, I like the suit. He's very professional. Normal friendship sacrifice or special occasion sacrifice? Special occasion sacrifice. She makes a deal with the devil because she wants something. It's for bad fan fiction. And bad fan fiction is usually just horrible stories with horrible premises, and this is actually pretty funny. But he's a big boy. Should I put him at a... You know what? I don't even care if I'm in the middle of the wild. We're going to put him at a desk. I think it's actually mahogany. No. Oh, maybe it's not. I thought it was actually called mahogany something. Oh. No, he needs like a... He's a nice desk. See, that looks like he bought it from IKEA. That has taste. That's not too bad. It doesn't really look deskish though, because we're gonna be looking at it from the back. Oh, well, that's still too wide. I don't want this like giant desks. He's frugal at the same time, so he's a very frugal devil. I thought if I start from the bottom, I'd find what. Ooh. Nah, that kind of looks like his. Yeah, it's like Benta. He's at least got a. He's in new condition. He well presses his suit. No. Oh. Maybe we might have a winner. I'll do that one for now. Yeah, it does say he's executive. Professional devil. Yeah. Devil Wears Prada. I've never seen that. I've heard it's really good though. Okay, you know, now that I think about it, this desk might make it look like it's on a freaking talk show. I love him sitting. He's just like, yeah, I'm the devil. Yeah. Kermit the devil here. Woo. Okay, it gets somewhere I need. Might be a bit big. Bless me. Funko. Yeah, that's a bit better. Actually, no, he looks so small. Look at him. Does not like his desk now. Maybe I gotta make him. Okay, we're gonna keep him kind of biggish. He's not gonna fit on it very good. But I don't know how easy it's gonna be, but I want him to like lean over with his like he's got his head in his hands. You know, we're gonna first we're gonna see. Haha. Okay. That'll make things a lot easier. Yeah, see, I love rigs when I actually can get them to work. Yeah, with this is a, if you ever play with rigs, the elbow bone can go basically wherever, but try to keep it close to elbow position. If arm moves, it's going to be based on the other elbow position. It can really mess things up. Wow, there we go. Right fingers. So I don't want thumb right now. Okay, so I'm going to put those pretty straight out. Michael's going to be so confused. Hello, Michael.
Hello. What is this? This isn't a pony. It's not pony, and I'm very upset.
It does involve pony. We're working on a bad fanfic picture.
I see.
It's titled exactly what you would want it to be titled.
The Devil Boops.
Nope, it's called Rainbow Dash's Worst Pony.
No. Worst pony.
So the picture is where you have to have Rainbow sacrifice all of her friends to the devil. Hello, Paranoia. And hello, Kate.
I'm sad now.
Why decorating Christmas items? I did take down my Halloween already today.
Yeah, I already got a Christmas decoration.
You what?
Yes, it's at the window.
No, that's the Halloween one.
No.
Oh, thank you very much, Silver.
It's a Rainbow Dash with a halo and angel wings.
Did you take away? It's dead.
Angel. Angels aren't exactly living, are they? Well, there you go. Biblically accurate. Christmas Day.
Michael hurts me. Yes, Ciderfest. I agree.
I don't think I'm going to make it to Ciderfest.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, like, pretty sure I'm going to be dead before then.
Why?
Because I've eaten barbecue for 4 days in a row now. My heart's going to give out. Pretty sure. 3 days of beef brisket and ribs before that.
There's still ribs in there.
No, I hate those.
Oh, I thought there were still ribs. Okay.
I hate them.
That's why I left the potatoes.
Nope, I ate some of those just now. And a little bit of the potato mush. Didn't get much. Mush. Still tasty though.
Okay, so we're gonna...
You miss me. What if I'm dead?
You have to make it to wait one last time. You can die there as long as you're there.
Be there, then I can keel over.
Because then we can have the brony send off.
Don't you worry, Silver. 2 of my arteries are metal now. So that's okay. I'll survive.
You're a cyborg.
A little bit. That's like old people with pacemakers. They're just cyborgs. Which I think is cool. So I don't want to pacemaker.
Wait, have you been... So I purposefully ate the shittiest food possible because the easiest way to be a cyborg is to have heart failure.
Exactly. Like, you remember those dudes who had completely mechanical hearts? Like, they got on the news. They're probably dead now, but at the time, on the news, because they ran on AA batteries. I'm assuming that's why they died. They got, like, discount Dollar General batteries to keep their heart running. They just crapped out, like, afternoon. It's like, you ever on a road trip, they had the big old Game Boy, the one that took, like, 4 AA's?
Well, yeah, I still have that original Game Boy around here.
Yeah.
It works.
Does it?
Yeah.
It'll eat through 4 AA's in like 2 hours.
I know. I plugged it in, and I have that. It was Super Mario Land. It was a classic, but I have this song burned into my brain. But it was like, look at these graphics, and then you move. And the ghosting of the pixels is so bad. There's no backlight.
You can... That's the original one, yeah. Like, did the Game Boy Color have a backlight?
Yeah. Well, because... Did the Advance come after? Because there was
the Game Boy Color, and then the Game Boy Advance that had completely different colors.
But Game Boy Color, I think there was one before that. It was like the Color, but it was still black and white.
There was the Slim, like the Game Boy Slim, which was basically the Game Boy Color, but still black and white.
Yeah, I think that one I thought was actually cooler. Because all the games were... Because when they had color, it was like 16 colors. It wasn't that great of colors. And most of them were purple.
But it was cool. Like, I don't know where all the power went, but those original Game Boys would just drain batteries so quick. You had to, like, take packs and packs of batteries on a road trip. And die afterwards. Yay! I'll keep that in mind. I'll try not to die for... Oh. I heard you down here talking to yourself. You're gonna come on you. What's the premise of this story besides her?
You're gonna have to be at the panel to know.
Very cute. Cool. Well, that's very cute. For this picture, yeah. I feel like that would help. So, how is everybody doing? Is everybody who's going to Ciderfest psyched for Ciderfest? Are you psyched for Ciderfest? Look how psyched he is.
I'm actually just looking forward to where I can. There's nothing left to do, and so that I can just like do it.
Are you looking forward to Ciderfest, or are you looking forward to tomorrow when you're just off work and like go?
Well, tomorrow I still have a lot to do tomorrow, but it's
like pop-ups.
I have a lot to do tomorrow, but I'm not too worried. I'll get everything done. It's just I still have a lot to do.
Even have an animation to show off. Not always the case. Come to Ciderfest and we want to see the animation that you watched him make here.
No, that doesn't look right from that angle. Trying to get a whistle look is kind of tough.
Wait, she's trying to whistle? Got a whistle now. I can whistle better than that, but I can only whistle in a tone of dolls. Very nice.
Well, it's more of like a whistle is usually like a pretty perfectly round shape.
I think the upper lip kind of goes over.
Not like I'm going for a cartoon whistle, which is usually like a more perfect circle. But the only perfect circle that horses can do are this one.
Oh,
but I don't think that's a whistle.
Could be. Maybe
that's not a whistle.
Can you give her a whistle?
No. The idea isn't to actually be whistling. It's the idea that goes behind a whistle.
Oh, she's like trying to be nonchalant.
Yeah.
I see. You know what really shows characters trying to be nonchalant?
If you say socks.
Hoodies. I rapidly think of something besides socks.
There's nothing from... Oh, there we go. That might
no
help.
Hoodies? One of these neat hoodies. They wore them.
I know, but the story doesn't include any.
Does it specifically say that she's not wearing a hoodie?
There are some specifics, yes, but not hoodies, but there are other things that are involved.
So what is she wearing?
I'm not saying. You gotta be at the panel.
Put it in the picture.
No, because at this point she's not.
Well, I hope, like, little boo.
Here, I think this is what I'm looking for.
Don't you see Rainbow Dash's lips for 10 back.
Maybe.
Like, what's the perfect kissy thing? What is happening?
The nice thing is I'm making a picture, so I can just get close and then just fix it in post. So like right now, I could probably fix that in post.
Do you like our models for notes?
I was wondering if
you're going cartooning, there should be little notes for.
I could put any. Again, it's a picture. I can put whatever I want. And also, you're talking way more detail. This is meant to be a shitty thing that's shown for literally like 5 minutes.
2 or 3 little notes.
No, I know, but I don't need to put in SFM.
No.
So I can, yeah, I'm not worried about it. No, these are meant to be kind of quick. I have one other picture I still need to, but that's just dependent on time.
We're going to do this as friends. Ciderfest, we haven't seen it. In Null and Silver, I think AZ's going to be there.
Brassic's going to be there.
It's going to be there. Yeah, hooting, hollering at a time. And figure out how we're going to, like, what restaurants we're going to go to and completely overwhelm. It's going to be so much fun.
Well, there's one night that I don't even know if I can go to dinner. Saturday night's too busy.
We'll bring you to some McDonald's and throw it at you.
I can't. This is one of those times where I wish the eyes didn't have their limit. I cannot move this eye any further back that way, which is so stupid.
That's on the new ones.
Hmm?
Well, because
this is the new ones.
Yeah, that's on.
No, the old ones were that way too.
Are they?
It's a limit that has reason, but
that's because if the eyes are going to follow each other, the one eye can't go.
It's because if you want to follow that point, you need it to be. But I wish you could turn it off or change to a texture that doesn't utilize those limits.
I'll tell you, Silver, there's one thing I need to do on that Ciderfest, and it's mid-prim. Good friend, she has these derpy neck pillows that she's selling. I need one for when I'm on a plane. I don't know when that will be. That'll be very good. That's like my one goal. Get one of those neck pillows. Which one? Do you want that?
No.
Oh, that's cute. Gotta go.
I think it's crossed this way, right? For this look.
I don't know. Is dash right or left?
No, for the leaning of the head.
Yeah. Because she'd be, putting her weight on. She knows.
Little tip: if you're working with the models and you don't want to have to worry about the wings, if, like, they're always going to have it open, just go to the closed or the open, whichever you don't need. Just hide them. Then you never have to see them. Then their bones are never there. You can hide their visibility there too. Hell, if you even just go to the face, too, boom. Now you got so much easier cleanup for bone selection.
I want the devil to have one of those little monkeys with the tambourines. Not the tambourines. Yeah, cymbals on his desk. Can you do that? Because I think the devil would have one of those.
No, it's just that I don't really care because it's details that are going to be for a minute. It's shown for a picture for 5 minutes. Mm-hmm. That's too much detail.
But like
the most I would ever potentially put is a lamp.
A lamp? Why would he have a lamp?
Just because there's a blank area there.
That's where the monkey would go.
No monkey.
Monkey. Brass monkey. That funky monkey. That funky monkey.
Michael's already been drinking. No, I'm gonna put like that. Okay.
Excited mode.
All right. Well, you know what? Michael's being annoying, so we're gonna just murder some ponies. Okay.
No, what? Why are you just suddenly murdering ponies?
Well, that's part of the thing.
Hey, that's not a pony. I don't know what that. Oh, it's 7 out of 10.
First, I need to figure out how I'm going to make the portal on the ground. I think I tried this once before, and it was kind of like...
Didn't you already do that in your last video? You made a portal? Like, basically pulled a pony into...
Yeah, but that one was for video. I can have... I have a little bit more options with this.
Just use the symbol from Full Metal. Red. There's probably something in King Fortress 2 that's just straight up the called pentagram.
I can do a pentagram, but with light, and they don't really go very well. So we're gonna do that. This is gonna be a.
Somebody said how they were doing it. They just said they didn't want me to die before I got the Ciderfest for eating too much pork. Pork meat. And both. I cooked the beef brisket in 3 hours, guys. Record.
Okay, so Twilight needs to be not wanting this.
It's my name on the banners. They're cheering for me.
Not more. Oh, you're shipping her with Rainbow again.
We can get wasted if I pull this off. When can we get wasted?
Thing she does not want. Putting her further into the ground.
Because she's being pulled to hell.
What?
That's what I said.
No. That on your unsubscribe button. Ponies. Just wants ups. She just wants upsies. You give her upsie. I'm upset.
What about her predicament in any way tells you that she is in trouble?
What? She wants help. Oh. Terrified now.
Good. That's what I was going for, so I appreciate your input. See, I know when I'm doing it right because Michael goes, "Oh no." So Michael, keep telling me when I'm doing things right. Thank you.
Actually, it would be even more terrifying. A pleasant smile.
Oh, if we added Derpy to this.
No, I think that would be worse.
The only thing that would make it better is if her pupils were a little smaller, because like the inside black portion is still pretty big.
Nightly, he's
Nightly.
He's being mean to ponies.
How's Nightly going? Nightly, we're working on
Is it good? He's being mean to Twilight. You like Twilight, right? I don't know.
Working on bad fanfic stuff. You're almost done? Oh, sweet. That's good. I actually took tomorrow off, so I should have time to do the other stuff needed too. So
I feel like it would be really spooky if Rainbow went over there and helped her out of the ground. Pretty spooky. Doing it. Because I know I would certainly be upset.
Actually, the one thing I'm not liking here is okay, this shoulder needs to be locked. This chest needs to be brought here. If she was really freaking out like that, her head would actually be stretched on her neck like that. She's looking terrified. I love it.
Why is it? When was the last time you made a video where you weren't mean to anything?
Well, we're reading bad fanfic. None of the stories we ever read are about positive things.
Well, just in general. We haven't been nice to ponies in a while.
All right, see, thank you, Nightly. But no, see, Michael, though, I'm not even done with the best part of this.
What's that? An obelisk.
Yeah, actually, this would be just better to do it this way.
Hey. Put that away. Dangerous. Very pointy.
Okay.
Oh. Is that creepier than hands, though?
Yes.
Does it specifically say tentacles?
No, this is actually, I've used this a couple times to represent tentacles. This is actually from it's a model made for the Everfree vines. There's a part of it that is the crystals that are on the vines from the Everfree, but I remove them and because it just this model works really good for this type of thing.
Why are you all still here? Like he's not. It'd be negative viewers, just negative 20 viewers.
Actually, I should have.
Get more viewers.
I don't even have that open. But no, I do.
So you could become famous by 5 followers.
Oh no, I don't. Never
Prime
mind.
viewers on viewers. That high stuff. Pretty legit to me. You could buy viewers.
Nifty.
They would love us because we gave them money.
You pay rent. Is that what that is too? Is it you just buying friends?
My love. I was like, looking. Yeah, well, I made homemade
This is
barbecue
Prince?
sauce.
Oh, it's Prince with a bunch of people. Okay. No, I forgot to actually. I should have renamed this one. Or copy pasted it before moving it because now I have it
Gotta straighten it out.
partially done. Okay.
Nightly, if we buy those followers, then more than like 200 people watch the videos you have. Wait,
It's a few thousand normally.
is it a few thousand? I have no idea.
Well, you just are downplaying like Nightly. Look at all the crap you do.
No, you do amazing stuff. It's not your fault. It's mine. I'm lame, and he's mean to ponies.
Yeah, I am.
It's because he's mean.
Actually, people only really care about the pony content anyway. No matter anything else was put on that channel, the only thing that gets the most views is still pony.
I make you sad sometimes. I'm sorry. I'm also sad in this moment.
Okay, there's one. Okay. Okay, now we gotta do. Let's do rarity next.
They all getting drugged down simultaneously.
Yeah. You know he hates seeing one pony in trouble.
I do need to drink. Right. Oh, you're trying to make him drink water. Gross.
I got more water. Drink. Okay. I have the dehydrated because I don't have any booze right now. Yeah, I don't know. I know that. So water. That was
I
good.
found this pen then.
Oh, I've been looking for that. Put it over there so I forget where it is again. I was needing it there actually earlier. Okay, so Rarity needs to like get sucked into the demon world.
No. Maybe she doesn't. Maybe she just wants to be a cute little Martian bug. What if we played her out like completely flat and she could like be black?
She's the one that I'm kind of worried about the most because her colors. Anything you do with her is always going to be difficult to the light correctly.
Like the idea that if you were working on, so you'd be like, it's like let's have a Rarity episode, and you'd be like, her colors clash with everything.
No, that's one difficulty with her, yes. But if I had to come down to an episode, I would just not want to work with Fluttershy. I don't like. Wow. Rarity is more fun to make something for her, I think.
Yeah. Fluttershy's got a personality, as long as Discord's around. There's the episode where she was a model. That was.
Oh, I can't really put her Rarity like. I think I'm gonna move Twilight closer because I think she works better as a focus.
Nightly? No.
See, he knows
to be
taste.
on my side with the not hurting of the ponies. You don't want ponies to hurt. This is why I desperately want him to do another video where the ponies like give each other hugs, kisses, and then they tell each other like how happy they are. You're under contract to agree. Oh no! I see that was one of the stipulations. Make Michael feel pain.
Your pain is delicious.
Pink Starburst.
There we go.
For peanut blenders.
Let it move this eyebrow.
Michael, pay me more than him. You convert the Argo zone into Michael zone? It would be funny for one video.
A battle for the nightly.
Yes.
Actually, it's not. I should control that.
Considerations. Can you make what's happening right now stop? Anyway.
No. But it's Rarity. You don't care about Rarity.
No, I like them all. There's just like a hierarchy of which one's the best. Rainbow Dash is normally the best, but she's being very rude right now.
Rainbow Dash is the best?
Well, other than 6.
Well, at least, do I need to go and print out your favorite story?
My favorite story.
The one where I made you read as Granny Smith?
That was awful.
I loved your face when you figured out the premise.
I read slightly ahead. Just like, oh no.
So he's always had a headcanon that Granny Smith died in a fire or something.
Her Applejack's parents died in a fire.
Oh yeah, that was it. And so the story that we were reading was going over like the real reason that they died, and they're talking like, was it a Timberwolf attack? Was it this? Was it that? And I'm like, oh no, they got stuck in the shitter.
They fell into the outhouse.
Yeah,
And drowned.
And
and excrement.
and it was because he has that very specific head canon that I had him read Granny Smith, who was the one that was telling the story. And he was like he was not happy, and it was hilarious.
I feel like we're at this divide where you want to just be mean to ponies, and I want you to not be mean to ponies, but I have no power to stop you. I can just sit here and witness
Because it's very important.
your cruelty. Come on, Chad. You guys gotta like some of these ponies. Gonna go now? Can't wait to see y'all at Ciderfest. Looking forward to seeing you too.
Ciderfest gonna be lit.
Food and booze and horses. Pretty fun. I have a bug here. Okay, fair enough.
You're lucky, but
A chat. People in the audience will be gay, but
because if you show like Fluttershy terrified, I feel like somebody's gonna take offense.
offense, because that's just too far.
Yeah.
You heard Fluttershy.
Yeah. Plus, it's still, nonetheless, it's a comedy panel, so there is something. Most of the pictures I have something kind of goofy associated with them.
I do have one concern.
Mm-hmm.
You gonna put tentacles on Fluttershy? Because if her butt's sticking right up in the air and it's just wrapped by tentacles.
You know, this is a 18 plus panel, so
Okay,
I can do whatever I want.
Do whatever you
but it doesn't fit with the story, and that's the important thing. I'm more concerned about trying to follow with what the idea of the story is.
Right.
Not just making whatever I want. I'll get a clipper wings first.
Why?
Because I don't want them poking out. See, it's fun.
Isn't it though?
She's stuck.
You're behind her.
I haven't got it in their final position yet. I need to get rid of Remain. Nope, it's the wrong way. I want to go with chest one. Stretch a little bit like that.
You like top rep?
Chest two should be around here. There it
It
is.
looks like she got bent
No.
in half. I was gonna say.
No, that's. I wanted to get her back to look kind of stretched. No, that's too much. Okay, we'll just keep it like that.
That would be cool. You could be like right there.
And I can't do any more than that than this for the stretch without it doing the butt weird. Hello, Blur. What'd you eat for dinner?
I had dinner. I scarfed down a lot of food in like 15. I'm in pain. That's okay. Alcohol. I'm not a role model to anyone. Scoff down a bunch of food and I'm in the pain.
Oh, that doesn't make sense. I'm trying to figure out. I want to get all of them in there, but I want to make sure Rainbow is is not just visible, but a focus. And I need to make sure that they are all kind of in a collective area. So like Fluttershy being over there doesn't really work. I can do it like here.
So you gotta put Applejack. And the pink one.
Just put the hat.
Yeah, just the hat. That's all that's left. It would work, yeah.
Yeah, if I'm gonna do tentacles, I gotta be careful with Fluttershy.
Yeah, with her upside down. Yes. Otherwise, your panel's gonna very quickly stay.
I know what I can do. I've never done any of the pictures that were specifically like unshowable outside of the panel.
Mm-hmm.
There's been some that have been.
As long as you don't like add the accessories, or as AC would refer to it, the cup holders.
Yeah.
Generally fine.
No, and I would never. We like doing lewd stuff for bad fanfic, but I actually made a comment about it when I did the when on the recording that we have on the other one is if you go on a fanfiction and you search with anything with the tags of sex and comedy together, you get nothing. You can read every single one of them and none of them are going to have anything actually bad in them or 18 plus. It's just that they wanted to make a lewd joke, and in doing so they're required to put the tag.
Innuendo. So
innuendos require the tag, and so it's just goofy that if you want to, it worked out well because I don't like specifically over or reading stories that are like meant to be like overly sexualized, but I like ones that make jokes in regards to, because it's still adult topics and I think it's actually funnier. I'm not there to get people off, I guess, but
yes, that's Red Horse Not Heresy.
no.
Good. It's so fun.
Okay, and I think I can do another one, probably around her waist.
Sure.
Oh, you know, how about around the tail? It's just grabbing the tail.
Okay.
Not, yeah, I gotta be very careful.
Yeah. I feel like it's already too late to some degree, but no. Trying to make it the absolute worst. They had a hamburger with some potatoes. I had brisket on hamburger buns with potatoes and collard greens. Pretty good. Brisket's pretty good, but costs just about as much as steak.
I don't think I can default these, can I? Can. Oh, okay, cool. To software crashes, I'm actually able to default these bones. That helps so much.
Just have your next one.
I could just load in another one. But I should have had one that was copied or something. Okay. I think there. That's still tasteful.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so I need two more.
That can just be your hat. Then you can put that one in front of you.
Yeah, I can put that over there. I don't.
Okay.
Whatever.
Would it be in the ground or just sit in level with the ground? Like it didn't take.
No, it's taking it with. And it's coming back for it.
Yeah, that's a Jack Bear hat. What is be some awful Hasbro told me?
Yeah.
I was reading something about Hasbro today.
Oh no. Why were you looking up Hasbro at work?
Has reasons. They sold the studio that made the movie.
So?
What are studios? I don't know.
So? It still exists.
Yeah. Not gonna do it.
Are you sure? They could still be contracted out. They just don't own it anymore.
They had. It turns out they hadn't done any of the film stuff since the movie.
Well, there you go. Then what does it matter to you?
Because they did it better than the current studio.
The current studio is doing it for television.
They did the Rainbow Road Trip.
Yeah, but
they also did Pony.
But I'm pretty sure you can't just pick and choose the good ones.
I do.
Okay, that's something off on those.
It's so weird that they keep buying and selling the studio.
To get the use out of it and move on.
It sounds like it's like buying a contractor so that you can let him go when the job's done.
Should I have her just a hat, or you can just see her hair?
No, just have it. I like the idea that she's already gone.
Okay, and now I need Pinkie Pie.
Gonna be sitting here.
It could. I don't think she actually says anything through this, so.
I feel like she's just going home.
Oh, hello, call girl. How's it going?
Hello.
You ready? Are you ready for con? Yeah, we're making totally legit and not weird pictures.
Yeah, it's just ponies being attacked by tentacle monsters. It's fine. Perfectly fine.
It's for this. This is my job.
Yes. It's for work.
Kind of. Okay, but we have a head. We have partially escaped. Pinkie's not going to actually scream.
Wouldn't she though?
Speaking of lurk,
she'd be like,
she'd be really excited.
she's not insane. I mean, do it too. Kinda, maybe you can have her just starting so that she can be above. Because right now you're blocking Fluttershy.
Well, no, I'm trying to think of all positions, and so I'm trying to see, is there a better position for her, and then I can move everybody else to match. If I put her like here,
maybe she could be,
and then I put Rarity.
I'm wondering if Pinkie couldn't be like reaching for Rainbow, like trying to get her help.
No, because it's not from the story.
No.
This one and Rarity. Okay. So if I put them like right there, and then I could put Fluttershy with her friends.
He's meeting in the venom.
Like here.
I'm curious, what did everybody else have for their dinner? Anybody make something?
Or breakfast. I mean,
or breakfast, depending on where you are. Imagining most people. Dinner people. Supper people. Maybe you're all like, who's just getting up? uh, like, Australia's
Australia?
they're probably are.
They're morning. They're probably 6 or 7 hours before us. No, they're probably more than that, like 8 or 9. I remember a coworker would have to stay after work because at 5 or 6 p.m. was when they were getting in the other office. So we could try to have Pinky kind of like demanding Rainbow save. I love how you're like, no, and now you're like, hey, wait, I have a good idea.
I mean, I gotta be helpful. I can still chastise you for being a person, but you know, dude.
Where's your head? Let's wait on there. That's why.
Coming back to the chat, like me. Yep. Okay. Was this?
No.
Was what is happening not stupid enough for you?
I did enable those.
You did. What did you expect to happen?
I don't want to get this arm in position here.
I feel like you need to do something opposite of this.
Well, the kite does like horse torture.
No. See, this is what's happening. You're like attracting people who like torture. Or you attract nice horse thing. So maybe you need to build up the audience by you being like the people.
Okay, one sec though. I want to try to figure out a good position for her to kind of consider having her breach the surface a bit more. Like something like that. See if this works. And oh, that's definitely bending the neck a bit. Can I turn this without a break in it too much? Oh, not actually too bad. Let's see if I can turn her a little bit more this way. In regard. I just want to have that, like... I guess I can fix that a little bit in post. Okay, let's see if I can just move her. I don't know. I'm not really liking this so far.
It's very similar to Cat.
No, she's trying to reach for Rainbow, which is a little different. Oh yeah, I guess I can see from that angle they're basically the same. And that's what you wanted though.
It is. I definitely want her facing Rainbow, but maybe she could still be getting some leverage against the ground.
No, I can't do anything with her leg in there. Whatever, I gotta do a stupid face. So, but cheers, bro. Yeah, here you go. I think what I might do is move the hat to be obscured and move Pinky over here. might be better, just and easier to have them be more visible. Okay, put them there. All right.
Wonder. Oh. What is that? Just the stupid face, like, haha. Dessert now. Oh, be nice. Suppose. How about, like, the tentacles give her a boop on the head? Like a nice one. Maybe an octopus. How octopus friends do.
Nope. Oh my god! Oh my god!
No. I'm trying to say you, Derby.
Hold on, I know what
You do it, but.
Oh, it doesn't really work because I can't. I was gonna make her head move, but I technically can't do it with the tentacle there. Yes, he's going down. She's going bye-bye.
No, stop it.
Oh, I forgot Rainbow was taken. Come on, my chair.
He's just happy. Come over your chair.
It's going away.
Be nice. No.
Did she come back?
Yay!
Yes.
No. She wanna come out. Oh. Yay. Ah, there she is. No. Making her very sad. Her girls all wrapped up.
What if instead?
Not being murdered? Oh, it comes right at the on her face. Oh, I think I got out again. Yes. You become real. I got a little bit. Perfect. Stuff. She's trying to. No. This is quality content.
Except for
No. She wants to come out. She wants cookies.
Is that cookies?
You need to put a cookie jar in them.
A cookie jar?
Yeah, she needs a jar of cookies.
I don't know if I have a cookie jar.
Oh, there you go.
That's just a bowl of.
Yes, give her that bowl of cookies.
There's a bowl, what about this one?
Oh, I want a bowl of cookies.
One bowl of cookies.
Cookie. Hey. Good looking cookies. I like this way for cookies. I had those as well. No.
Just
Different years.
like Derpy, there's cookies. She's like, oh,
That's what she said. Be happy there's cookies. She wants her cookies.
cookie.
Yep.
That doesn't. Like, actually, I can't even do that. Oh no, I can do it with the tongue. My cookie.
She's licking her lips.
Debbie want cookies. Cookies.
Where's cookies? Oh, maybe he's so fat. Aww, it's kind of cute. Hey, chat, this is what we should have all the time. Wait, no! Why is he going back under the ground? One cookie. Okay. Okay.
There we go. Okay, got derpy with their cookies.
This is all about. No, she's screaming again. It's because somebody took away her cookies. He's like, my cookie. Oh. That all day. He's like, I have cookies. Yum, yum, yum.
I'm just wondering if I can actually keep that.
Who doesn't love cookies? It depends on the type of cookie, though. There are some cookies I like, some I do not. I like oatmeal raisin cookies. They're so soft, but if they're hard, gross.
I used to hate oatmeal raisin, but they're good. A hard it depends.
Hard
I like
oatmeal
them.
raisin is gross.
I want them crispy on the outside and gooey in the middle.
But like the ones you get out of the sleeves that are just rock solid.
Oh no.
Yeah, those are
Because
gross.
I gooey oatmeal is better.
Yeah.
Okay, let's take
My favorite cookie is a shortbread.
just put the hat like that. And then we can do whatever we want with Pinky now. I can't. No, the one thing that bugs me is if I have her being all like, yay, then it kind of ruins it because it means half the people aren't showing fear.
Maybe she was like trying to twist her body to reach for Rainbow rather than just like reaching forward. It would be different enough from Twilight. Or that. Very minimalistic. Yeah, like a party room.
I think this works, but if I do, I'm moving rarity up.
Okay. Then you're just gonna go.
Nope. What happened there? There it goes.
I hear music. Okay, that you are always hearing.
It's just ground uneven. I think
It looks pretty even.
no. If it was perfectly even, I would be. It would not do this. I can see the ground over there, which is just uneven, which means that's why rarity is not. There's too far under. I think she needs to be lifted up a little bit.
You ought to tell her that's Applejack.
I can move it.
Okay.
I'm working on it. You know, you're trying to give me all these like ideas of like, you know, what'd be really good for showing more horse ass.
It's important. for the story.
Then don't tell me not to hurt horses.
Don't hurt horses. You can still a horse. If you shoot a horse butt, you're not hurt. I don't know when it's appropriate to show horse butt. I can't. I'm not the expert. I'll leave it to you.
Is there an expert?
I don't know.
Because I want to know.
Probably. So you're probably
That's not Fluttershy. I want Rarity. I don't think I can actually get her. Yeah, her top remain at the very, very top doesn't have a bone, which is really annoying.
Did anybody cook anything interesting, or is this the throw a pizza meal? We usually do that.
We have
Leftovers. I did.
Okay, I have to actually figure out. Like, for one, Fluttershy and
Maybe
Pinky are
pull
too
the
far
camera
away.
Back a little.
I've already moved it 5 times, I think. And if I keep pulling the camera back and I keep pulling the camera back, well, if I pull the camera back, well, then Rainbow is going to be smaller and smaller and smaller. So, if I do this, I can get her to be bigger, but then I'm kind of making her look like she's part of the pile. So, that's where I was kind of hoping that I could get
You have little notes it.
I wish I could do more of a clear shot to Rainbow here, but I'm thinking maybe just change the angle up a little bit. If I do, and I go to there, it means I get more distance here. So I can do a Pinky there. I could move Rarity.
Oh, Sunset, were you having trouble?
Oh, Sunset.
Was Twitch fighting you? Did Twitch hurt you? Yeah. Sunset, you didn't miss anything. He's just torturing ponies. Oh, you got that hat. I do think that's it. What's the hat stick? Which put me in a bad. I feel violated. Well. Well then. Oh. That's what? Are you not drinking tonight?
Nope.
Yeah. Pointed out that.
Oh yeah, I can hydrate. No, I need to actually get to bed at a decent time, and
Why would alcohol keep you from getting to bed if you sleep?
it doesn't give me good sleep.
No. It knocks me out.
Yeah, being asleep and getting good sleep are not the same thing. If you get super liquored up, you get horrible sleep.
That's what coffee's for.
This drugs from all angles.
Yes. Get fast. Get fun.
I don't like any of these angles for this because if I do an angle that like this, it still looks like she has the hat. So trying to figure out, I think something like this works better. But then I have to adjust this to make it work.
You just want the tentacle pierced through the hat? That would work.
I'm working on it. I have multiple bones and I don't have a rig, so every I have to move one bone at a time.
Oh, so you're not gonna have it pierced?
No. No, because if you wouldn't be able to tell at any angle that you're piercing the hat, it would just look like you're clipping.
I got this hat from my father. He made it from him after he died. Better than I story.
So it's all scaled from one bone, so if I lock something, it jumps it up. I think I moved it too far. It still looks really twisted.
Tentacle. Oh, no. Loaded.
I've done this like 5 times. Have you not been watching?
I have.
Then why didn't you comment then?
I don't know. I felt like now was the time to comment.
You weren't even paying attention.
I was not thinking about other things.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I was thinking of other things. But, only because the hat isn't a pony. And the boy. Almost good. Not the same thing.
I think this will work. I'll just do it like that.
Someone was looking less gray. Yeah, no, it's him. He, say no. Me, on the other hand, I'm just getting younger every day. Had to be going in some direction.
He thinks he looks better when he colors his hair.
He doesn't think so. He thinks it's weird. He thinks I look like an uncle, which I am. But
I think you look better with white hair.
really,
Yeah.
this is my original hair color.
No, because it doesn't match your beard color.
I dyed it too.
No, it's different hues.
I dyed them both.
No, this one's orange and this is gray.
But this is always lighter because this is like solid gray.
Yeah, I know, but it looks like it's a gradient going down. It looks gold.
Well, my hair is originally, when I was young, was like a dirty blonde or a light brown.
I know, but then it's like a almost a red. It looks like bronze.
I mean, you're right. Red hair is just disgusting.
I know. Well, that's one thing, but it's your hair color is more than just your hair color. It covers your complexion. Everything about you is that.
This is like.
But what you're saying is, before going to see people, you can't do it with white hair because that'd be weird.
Yeah.
Instead, after everybody's seen your hair already one color, you have to change it.
No, this is my original hair color.
Why'd you dye it?
Change itself.
Why'd you dye it?
Because nature is cruel.
So you defy nature.
Yes. I got Benjamin Button. That's what it is. I got the Benjamin Buttons. One Sunday, you're just going to see a baby sitting over here and I'm going to be like, ponies! And people on the internet will think it's actually cute as opposed to weird. As I look over at the ponies being attacked by tentacle monsters. Think you not get any tentacles? Just thinking of tentacles?
Who?
Thank you.
Can, but I'm not worried about that right now. It's mainly getting everybody in position, and I got that. So now it's to figure out the lighting, because it might affect what I do with them. Actually, before I use that one, I need to...
Yes, I cut my hair. It just looks less gray. You never know. Very spooky. I was watching a little clip from Twitch, not Twitch, the Twitter's today. Like in the episode where the light gets turned off inside the train, he's like, Pinky, you turned off the moon. Like, is that you, thief? And then bumps him. It's like, oops. Not a good story.
I wasn't listening.
Am I recounting?
I'm trying to ignore you. You just make it so damn hard.
I'm here and listen.
You don't eat, you don't sleep, doing nothing but it feels you're in too deep. It's
Very
quiet,
cool.
but you don't speak.
Halloween's over. It's Christmas.
Getting hard to breathe. Get lost in yourself, better than being near anyone else.
That song that gets played a billion times when Christmas starts.
Mariah Carey.
Yeah.
She actually made a video making fun of it
Yeah.
this year. It was a whole thing. It was built up from a Halloween and then her in Christmas, and it just said like it's time.
All I want for Christmas
It was pretty funny.
is stew. Stew. This is stew. Guy. No guy knows. Hi. People. Cool. That's a quote from somewhere.
How lucky. People forget what you said, people forget what you did, but people never forget how you made them feel. Yes, that is I've actually heard that one before.
Yes.
Head down, only smile when there's no
Hello, welcome.
Yes, welcome. We're
Legit things.
playing with the devil. Playing with the devil. Basically, movie Omen. Oh. I had a foot-long goatee, but ran out of beard oil. Whiskers became dry and brittle, and I had to trim them down to 4 inches. Wow. I used to have a Fu Manchu, but then I grew in the center and became. I did not look good. Only Dusty can pull that off.
Remember the guy from Choppers? There's a guy at my work that actually
yeah.
has one too.
I tried it for like a year. Didn't really work. Goatee seems more business friendly.
Okay, so now this is where I'm gonna try a couple things. Oh, right there. So for this one, so I need a negative light, and this is gonna be shined kind of at the ground where they are. Rarity is not having a good time.
Oh, that's the other one.
So for this though, I need to make sure that it is as close to.
What is plain to wear? They have fur.
Because of the misconception that you have to have some specific
Because I
perfection about you.
I get kind of the eye shadow because it's like you're dyeing the fur. But then again, I guess it's not going to fur on the eye. So, it'd be weird if, like, I think horse's skin, in general, like a very dark color. It would be weird if you had like a Birdie with this like brown eye.
Oh, did I put this wrong?
Feel right.
Oh, this got not nanned.
Mm-hmm.
The light. It got nanned.
That's it. I remember one time my dad came out. My dad's face was always solid red. Like that was just his head. It was just always like he had high blood pressure, so his face was just always bright red. But he also had red hair, right? So he comes out one time to me, my mom. I think we're only two in the room. He's like, "So what do you think?" And we look over at him, and we're like, "What do you mean?" Like, what do you think? And we're looking at each other, no idea what he's talking about. Turns out, my dad shaved off his mustache. But we didn't know he had a mustache because it was the exact same color as his skin. So he got legit upset. He's like, "You're messing with me." And we're like, "No." Fair enough, he was standing a bit at a distance. He was like, we were in the living room, he was in the kitchen. We couldn't tell that he had shaved his mustache. That he had. And I knew he had a mustache for the longest time in my head. Like, I knew it was there. But standing at a distance, he just didn't see it. Because he was the same shade as the rest of his face. So.
You're
Pretty
mean.
funny. No, we legit just did not see it. And we started laughing when we realized what he was upset about. Because we just could not tell that he got rid of his mustache. That's funny. What if I got rid of my goatee? I would be freaked out then.
Yeah, I think that you would never do that.
I know.
You would never do that.
You wear that scruff and then you.
I do it because I'm lazy.
But you don't
And
wanna.
I just don't like. I don't like the feeling of clean shaven, so I go down to a stubble, and then I just let it grow out again because I just
Maybe you
don't
should
care.
wear a goatee.
no,
Don't you want to be more like your hero?
no, no, especially not. Okay, so I'm gonna put that on.
Never live up to goatee standards. Did Argo to anyone have a guard? If you vote on your phones now. Oh, vote.
Look at that. Should turn out pretty good.
It did. I feel like I can't see somebody. No, they're all there. I can see them. Good.
Yeah, it's got the Uber. Okay, good. Oh, the cut on's doing that. Oh yeah, the cut on is doing that. Yeah, for sure. But it's not supposed to be doing that one because I can take the near edge, I can stretch it out a little bit, then I can cut that cut down to like here. Now it's getting a little bit of smoke. Let's add a little bit of noise. Now it's going to break it up. Let's change this to be. That is hitting their eyes when I really don't want. Oh, that's actually easy to get rid of. I'm just going to decrease the brightness to like there, and then jack up that volumetric.
I probably have one of the last pictures of me with the clean shaven. Is when I first started in college. I was completely clean shaven, and then when I started having some health issues, I just grew a beard, like a big old beard. I'm talking like down to here kind of beard, because I wasn't doing anything but school. There was no job I had to go to. I just stopped caring, so I just grew a big old beard that just went great. And keep in mind, I was probably like the time, but I knew I could grow a beard by the time I was like. I think I had a beard at one point when I was like 19, like a big old full back kind of dude beard. And then I let it grow out crazy college. And ever since then, I don't think I've been. I think if I was to shave off this goatee, I would just see a screen in the mirror. It would be very bizarre. I don't think I'll ever do it beard again, just to see. Done there for a while. Definitely had the
I want that hitting rainbow, so I feel like I'm gonna have to do this per person, which I really don't want to do.
very bright.
Which is fine because I'm not done with it yet.
Before the mirror show goes back. Guess I can kind of get that. I mean, if what you're looking at in the mirror is something you can't do, that you don't like and you can't do anything about it, but at the same time, you know it'll work itself out. Just more mirrors for a little while. Smash all the mirrors. French up. French has that sort. Air going through.
Yeah, I really don't want to put shadowed lights on this because that would actually be against everything here. Because there, and then just need one for Pinky.
Somehow managed to break the mirror. Oh, at least you're consistent. Know when to order a new mirror. Do it up on Amazon. I've ever broken a mirror, but I was pretty embarrassed one time when I broke a scale just by stepping on it. The guy, but that was I was still living at home at the time. When my parents, I was putting some towels away. I just folded some towels and I was putting them away, and I go to like put them in the towel closet, which is in the bathroom, and I just, without thinking, step on the scale that was on the floor there, and I broke it. And when I came home to tell my mom, I'm like, Mom, I broke the scale. Like, how'd you break the scale? I was like, I stepped on it. She's like, how? And then she started laughing. I'm like, no, don't laugh. She's like, that's the funniest thing I've ever heard. And it was a crappy scale. It was dumb.
Or you're just making up that story.
I'm not. You remember. I need to get her back in here so she could verify more of my dumb stories. That's the best part about having her here. Let's just casually talking about the crazy stuff that I've brought up in the past. But there was a disagreement on one thing. She thought those ducks' heads got ripped off by weasels. I think it was raccoons. I'm pretty certain it was raccoons. I never seen the weasel. But different story. At the end of the day, those ducks didn't have heads. Either way, I just think we're like a 75 going.
Technicolor. I'm just wondering if the brighter color is technically brighter. The thing I'm concerned about is, for one, the smoke is kind of interacting a bit with her. No, it's not. What is that light? Is that the negative light? Yeah, it is. Can I go further? Not really. But what I can do Because technically it's at a little bit of a weird angle, I think. So I just got to find the angle for it.
I stepped on the scale with 1 foot. It was one of those scales that was like tempered glass scales with the top.
Uh-huh.
And I was putting the towel away, and I stepped on it with 1 foot, and I guess I just brought my foot down really hard or something without thinking. Bro, he's saying.
When they've done that, it's an exercise. You stepped on the scale and it made a crunch sound. I played a beginning like.
Oh. No, my mom. You can't really. Your mom's making fun of you. it's a rough day. She was sorry. It was fun. You and I was. This was so utterly ridiculous. Those things are the one thing that aren't supposed to break when you step on them.
The only way to have this not show up, because I think this kind of works. But I would have to have a shadow light per person, because it's going to reflect off their eyes if I don't do it as a shadowed light.
Did you just copy paste?
It depends on how many shadow lights I have, because there's a good chance that I'm going to hit my limit. I have options for getting around that, but I'd have to go and relearn it quick, or at least figure out where those files are.
I know, yeah.
To like remove the limit. But I do like the look.
Picture resources.
These tentacles are weirdly dark to where it's the light just doesn't want to show on them at all.
I would ask if that's what's happening Sunset, but he won't tell. Gotta be there for the fan fiction.
So for position the Wonderbolts, no, you gotta be there for the panel.
See?
We'll have the, because I don't want to just spoil everything before.
Because probably not even gonna be there.
Yeah, but I don't know who is. They're not the only person here, so.
There's gonna be a bunch of birds.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying anything. You can go look it up. I said the name of the story, but
that's not fun. Torturing you for information is fun.
No, it's the recording will be up later once the Ciderfest is done.
Little halo around Rainbow Pitching Innocent.
My one concern here is finding space for text.
Yeah.
Text? Yeah, because it's advertising a picture, a fic. I usually put all the text on there. I think I can make it work.
No money, no car, rough. I remember my first convention. Well, not my first, because I went with friends, but later conventions. I had my old beat up night at Honda or never. And I took the bus. Did take the bus a few times. I don't recommend it.
How many homeless people did you run into?
A lot. Some of them were very, very weird and freaky today. Because personal space wasn't strong for me. But yes. There were times where I knew my car wouldn't make it, especially like the first convention where I actually hung out properly. Ciderfest. Greyhounds Yeah, there's like 2 bus services really in the United States. I'll take it where Greyhound and Megabus. Don't take me. I have any recommendations, just don't pick Megabus. Because they are not responsible if one of your buses are late, your other bus leave. They don't care. You're essentially just stranded wherever the bus dropped you off. Whereas Greyhound, if you make a schedule and you missed your connecting bus because your other bus running late, they'll call and hire a taxi next. Greyhound's pretty cool like that. Greyhound will make sure you get to where you're going. Megabus will not. Heck, you can travel to about anywhere in the country for under 100. Sometimes. I think last time I went Megabus from Kentucky to Milwaukee, round trip was at 7. Of course, that was 7 weeks.
Trying to figure out, like, it works for the coloration, but I just don't feel like it doesn't pop much. There's not much brightness to it, so I'm trying to figure out a good way to do that. Actually, you know what? I think I might have a way. The eyes might help a little bit. I think they need to stay a little bit more on the red. Yeah, that works for that. Let's copy. I'm gonna move this to the top so
The worst part. Taking rides from Oklahoma, Ohio, and Oklahoma. That's a bus ride. Yeah. No. Then the longest bus ride I ever took was from Oklahoma, and it was only because I had a layover that left me basically Chicago terminal.
Okay, that actually makes her look a little bit more manic. What is that light? Where did that come from? I thought I did. Oh. No.
Looks like it's the same light that's shining on Fluttershy's tail.
No, that's coming from there. That wasn't there a second ago. What did I do?
Yours not the shining on her tail? You're right. So, I Mr. Left. There it is.
The negative light?
All towns may have. The nice thing about the big city depots is, yeah, they're like, at least for Chicago, yeah, there were like a lot of people just the terminal, but there's that nowhere else. But they kind of, it's kind of set up in a way that the city is kind of intentional to let them sleep there. And then they post security guards around the corners. So I was in direct line of the security guard the whole. And basically, it just gives people a safe place.
It's either they go to places they shouldn't be, or at least they go places that people don't want them to be, or they give them a place and then they don't go to those places. You can tell people don't go there. We're like, well, we got to go somewhere, so you can't just say don't go anywhere.
And they just had a security guard post the terminal at the corner, and does anything stupid. But I didn't feel like I was really in any concerns. Kind of interesting to see how things work like that. See the steps the cities take. I think I felt more uneasy when I was at a bus stop in Louisville. But there, they just my bus stop was a bench outside. Not like a bus bench; it was like a picnic church set.
My friends are right there for me, just like we'd always planned. But they're not Pegasi like me, so they can't understand the pain of being stuck here under
Okay.
the sky so blue.
And now I need one more.
Yeah, well, like this wasn't even a shelter; it was just you. They just let sleep there. They just post security guards. Keep them. So they didn't force them to keep them doing someplace. You would feel like somebody was keeping an eye. And it was warm, and Chicago gets very cold. And when I woke up, there was Dunkin' Donuts. Yeah,
Did you get your discount?
I get it. No. I want a discount.
It sounds like you got gypped.
Like, it kind of did feel like, what if they just let a homeless kept security guards? Imagine that. Devil made me do it.
No, she in the story she definitely did this.
No, the devil made her do it.
Nope.
Hope she had a reason.
Oh no. That's why she's worth voting.
Did she get like an ice cream? Ice cream? Really does need that. Eyes, or the eyes of.
I'm kind of okay that the tentacles are not really like they kind of just pop out of the ground. So I had to make this light a shadowed one, so that's causing this weirdness right here, but I'm not going to care enough. So what? Oh yeah, I want to try to get this done.
Yeah.
You know what? I think those tentacles are actually set up to not take light. I'm gonna double check them.
Well, I think it looks cool.
Because here,
Yeah.
I can't see anything. I want to see what it would look like if they did.
I like the idea of tentacles of pure darkness. Little eye.
Oh, you see where it is right there. a while. They had, when Naka made the updated models, he made them VN version Naka, and he put them all in VN underscore MLP folder. And then everybody that made anything for the longest time just did that. Like this is just a tentacle model in the VN MLP folder. I can understand if you're using like a base or something, but this you're not even using it as a base.
I don't think the textures changed, did they? Like the
Well, can be. Can be.
how kind.
It'll take some whoppers.
Whoppers.
I'm the candy man.
That's Candyman.
What have you guys been drinking? Anything or not?
Just water.
Just water? Do you want meat or not?
No, I'm good for, I think, now.
Somebody wants me.
Well, no, it's already 8.
I was thinking of it, but since I saw nobody open it, I ain't gonna.
We'll have a ton of meat for the convention.
Are we taking all 3?
Well, we can.
Might as
You
well.
want to?
Come.
Alright.
3 gallons of mead.
I need to drink it. Whoppers. Well, I agree, Sunset. Whoppers are like the nastiest candy.
I think I like malt.
Yeah, they're so dry. What's in that crunch?
So I don't think I modified this. Everything that's here looks correct.
Man. Probably something. That's just this. Ever free light warp. It might have something to do with the light warp. It's tied directly to its own. It has its own specific light warp. I thought
It could be that could be because I hit it. I don't know why I hit it though.
Get rid of the light warp and see.
No, it's right. It's already hidden.
Oh, okay. You did.
But I'm curious as to what it's doing. I'm gonna guess it's not gonna do much. Yeah. Light warp is
It's how light interacts.
from a light to dark area.
Yeah.
And it's usually very subtle. The only thing I added this one was alpha test and no spikes. Because the spikes weren't separate, so I found where they were in the textures. I just made an alpha layer that basically hides the textures for the spikes portion. That works. Oh, candy corn is disgusting.
No. I like candy corn a little bit. You can't eat a lot of it. You can melt it on a pizza. People do that.
Blasphemy.
Just
Okay.
pretty sure it's just mostly corn, salt,
So
and sugar.
if I up them to 100% or 100 times brightness, I get that.
You can make out some more definition.
That's not bad then. I'm thinking about just doing that.
Sour apple. Best life.
Thinking about modifying the actual. Oh, I thought that was that skin. I'm like, wait, what? Oh,
If you hand
so for Twilight, it would look like that, which is it's still not much, but I like being able to at least see that they have a separation from their environment, even if it's by just a little bit. I can always do.
Fucker's very loud.
Maybe something like this. Well, this might be a little too much. Yeah, you can do like a red tentacle, but I don't think that looks as good. I think, well, see, now hers is a little brighter, probably because of the angle. Yeah, now I drop it to that and it looks fine. So I think it's just looking at each of these with its current lighting and seeing what they look or they work with.
here not to choke on them.
I don't know why hers are more visible.
Don't eat candy here, Joe.
Candy's bad for you.
It says you'll choke on it and breathe. Do the Whoppers say that? I bet the Whoppers want you.
A warning?
Yeah. Jolly Ranchers have. Jolly Ranchers wants children to live. Do Whoppers want
I
to
do
live?
that now.
I doubt it.
Whoppers do want you to die. They hate children. So I did have a kid yesterday that when they were grabbing candy, he got really excited that there was Whoppers, and it wasn't. But he didn't want the Whoppers for himself. He says, "Ooh, Whoppers! Grandma loves Whoppers," and all he grabbed was a bunch of Whoppers. He didn't grab anything else. So he could have grabbed anything else, but he grabbed the stuff for his grandma, or he really likes them and just I don't know, sharing them.
You a fool.
Yes, maybe.
That was either sweet or maniacal.
Both.
I'd wonder what we would end up doing with Lowe's candy. But then I remember Adam's here now.
I don't know. I told him to eat some of the candy today, and he didn't.
Sure, because there's a ton of candy up there. Maybe he only came down here to offer us candy. Because then it gave excuse to get candy out. No, it's better.
Does it work better if I put a little light there?
I already got like
No, to have it blend. I think yes, but
you're
not.
getting close to your limit, aren't you?
It's not shadowed. I have no limit on light as long as it's not shadowed. I'm okay with it, but it's only because I'm going to fix it in post. Because right now it kind of works, but it doesn't create a it doesn't blend really well with the ground, but I can fix that in post. So.
Who's that devil from? Devil, what's he from?
I don't know. I just got out of the workshop. Said something about TF2 Devil.
Oh.
Okay.
I have an interesting story. There's this kid, like, in our high school, we weren't allowed to have hard candy. Couldn't have a lollipop. I don't really know why. They didn't like the idea of the stick hanging out like this. Or either that or they just didn't want kids to have candy and you can't hide things. So, there was a kid who was eating a lollipop, decided he was going to hide it, or whatever, by cutting the stick off. But here's the problem.
The stick's still in it.
No, he was sucking on it at the time, and he figured he would just take the scissors and clip it off while it was still in his mouth. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
The kid clipped the tip of his nose. It was bleeding all over.
It's called Darwinism.
That same kid did get, like, expelled later for bringing a BB. Because they were very much in the note.
Well, yeah, I would do the same thing.
No. It was kind of...
You put bees in your hand.
Yeah, it's fun.
Uh-huh. I think...
Accidentally cutting off the tip of your... Eye up there.
Do I keep the devil around, or do I get rid of him?
You don't like him?
It's more of for space.
Is he in the story?
Yeah. It's not as much that, it's wrong thing.
Where to put the text?
Yeah. I think I can make it work, but I'm going to.
On Halloween, my sister and I got a lot of Tootsie Rolls for the treatment, and we had a contest to see who could cram the most in her mouth. My sister won. They became a huge mass and got stuck in her mouth. I had to use a spoon. Interesting.
I think I can make that work.
Tell you what my sister used to do. Me and my two brothers, when we got our Halloween candy, we would just go in a bin. The thing that some parents probably shouldn't let kids do is just sit down and eat masses of candy for days on end. But my parents didn't care, so that's what we did. We just ate ourselves stupid on candy. But my sister, she would eat one piece a day. Very conservative in her candy eating. But then what she would do is my brothers, would be completely out of candy. But she would still have tons of candy. So she would have them do stuff for her. And she would give them candy for like various tasks that she didn't want to do.
She was being smart.
She was being manipulative. But yes, it worked. I couldn't fault her.
It's called having a business sense.
Holding all the candy.
I'm not hoarding all the candy. You got the same amount.
Yes, but we ate all of ours. So it's not fair that she still has some. Just because she didn't eat all of hers.
Well, then don't eat all your candy.
But it's
She's delaying her enjoyment. But it's not. I love it. It's her fault for not binging.
been manipulating us with their stores of candy. Like that.
Yeah, but you could say no.
That's the one cool thing about living in a trailer park is when Halloween came around, it's just boom door, and everybody did trick or treat. Every house would have some, with a few exceptions. And yeah, it was all tiny cheap candy, like Tootsie Rolls and stuff. That's still a lot of candy. Like we would not stop trick or treating until like I'd be like the last kid off the road. My parents, I love my parents, but they just did not. They just assumed they'd let us. Their parenting was, let them out in the world. If they come back, all's good.
What if they don't?
Well, then I guess it didn't happen, so I don't know. We always came back eventually. But my parents would just be like, "Have fun trick or treating." That's the last we would see them. They weren't the type to like walk us around the neighborhood at any age. So we would just keep going, and I was normally like the last kid to stop trick or treating. I'd be knocking on somebody's door like 11 at night after all their kids had gone back home. Be like, trick or treat. There'd be like one person there, like, "Hey, go home. Here's some candy, but go home." But I'd always end up with huge pillowcases of candy, just massive amount.
There's a couple of people that had like the pillowcases that were pretty full.
Yeah. I wanted to get my maximize my candy. There was always kind of a competition with my siblings, like who could get the most. Because we wouldn't even walk together. I don't know what happened. Break.
What was it? C. No, what was the? I thought that was the call. Is it CL? Or is it D something? Then you're not gonna know.
I noticed Tony's looking through it.
No, it's not gonna tell me. I swear it was CL. I'm gonna have to open the other file again just to figure that out. I think so. It was CL. Oh, I did it backwards. Okay.
Well, the wheels of razor blades never existed. Like, one of the things that got invented in heads and like there's never been a case.
Yeah. It's like somebody, you can come up with any number of things that people could do to like be evil, but the people that come up with the most evil things are usually the people that report on it.
Remember how the thing this year was like rainbow fentanyl? They're gonna put it in your children's candy. Like, no, it's not gonna happen. But I did see one Onion article that just had a kid who was sad looking down. It's like, child disappointed that they didn't even get one back. Rainbow fentanyl. So dumb. No, but my mom, she was kind of coy about it. She uses it as an excuse. Like, this piece could have poison in it, and this is legit what you do. She'd be like, oh, we gotta check your candy. Because it could be, like, I think she kind of believed it was true, but at the same time, not really. Like,
but it was worth her risking it.
Yes. She was kind of on the board, like, well, the media says it could happen, so we should check our candy. This piece looks good. I'm gonna eat it. Yep, that one was okay. Now, the only gift I ever got, I straight to eat, was the deviled eggs from my aunt. Because they were always a little off. Other than that. Popcorn balls, candy apples, cupcakes. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. People, I don't know why. Like, if it ever got traced back to the person, you go to prison for an eternity. And that would cost a lot of money. Drugs are expensive.
Nobody does it.
No, it's not a real thing.
Yeah, that's what I said. It's news saw something like, wow, when all that goes together, it kind of looks like candy. You know, it'd be really evil. I bet you somebody will try doing that. And it's just nobody's gonna do it. And I bet you there'll be no instances of it.
When it happens, it'll be what? Bigfoot was putting crack cocaine in Tootsie Rolls. I'm good, Pete. He's like the one guy.
Yeah, but he saw that news story and he wasn't happy.
Like me. This is why
Bigfoot's one thing.
is our feet aren't that big to wear a size 42.
Okay, let's. Okay, devil. Apparently, it didn't move him. Wait, get your desk. Yes. Wait, come on, devil.
Desk.
Oh, I'm trying to get him to go with it.
The desk is mahogany. Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah, and then I had modified this. Okay. The ground back here could maybe just use one light, and then I think we're all good. It gives me enough time to do the editing. It's not what I want to do, but I did save it, so. And kind of, I think, maxing my ability to add lights at this point.
I think it's actually become a holiday edition at this point. Some theoretical evil person is going to. The strangers are scary. That's really what it all was. You don't know these people. They could do it. The idea that everybody's up. Healthy.
Well, there's going to be times where people are going to do. That's not going to like me doing that. I might just render it out as it is. Of people doing bad things, but what I don't like is if there's a knee-jerk reaction to something that is so unimaginably uncommon. Like we had some conversation at work today about they wanted to do this whole addition to this process that would drastically increase the amount of time that certain things would take. And I'm like, when I figured out the reasoning for it, I'm like, but this sounds like this only happens like 5% of the time. So you want to completely rearrange everything we do about everything because of something that is fairly small in terms of everything else. And they're like, well, yeah.
My previous bosses would do that too. There would be one time somebody would mess something up. Their immediate reaction would be, so how do we prevent this from ever happening ever again? And I'm like, well, just need to be more attentive. It only happened this we can happen again. But that wouldn't be a satisfying answer. They would something they could change, make sure that without a doubt it would never happen again. And there wouldn't always be an answer. But they would want infuriating.
It's all about finding out a balance. It's like if this issue costs you $10,000 a month, but fixing it would cost you $15,000.
Yeah.
Well, then it's economical to actually let the issue persist, unless you can find a solution that is more beneficial. I have that at work now of people that are like, well, we should do this as an improvement. Like, but is it for the amount of work it would actually take to do that? Is it worth how infrequently that issue occurs? Probably not. I'm running in 1080. I don't think I can get this wide enough to do the normal export. Well, because when I'm running in 1080 preview and 2K monitor, I can just increase it and screen cap it. That tends to work better, but I have to actually let it process now, or I have to export as an image because I can't do that and hope it works. I think some of the tentacles, I know I'm seeing some transparency on this one that's coming through, but I'm not going to worry about it.
Sunset, I assure you that any reports you've heard that are people putting stuff in camp, fabricate, never actually.
Or if somebody goes and gives a candy apple to a kid, I would immediately question why the hell you took a hand-created item and handed it to a child. You give them packaged candies. There should never be a candy apple. If I was a parent and somebody handed my kid a candy apple, what are they going to do? Throw it in the bag? Are they supposed to eat it right there? No. It just doesn't seem like something you should give to kids. I mean, if it's at a fair or something, then that makes more sense. Understandable. But then that's also going to be probably regulated.
True.
And any other candy, if you were to try to put something into like a candy bar, it would usually pretty obviously it did something. Like, say you wanted to inject something into a candy bar. Well, it's probably going to, you can't put more into something that already exists. It has to have a place to go, which means the candy bar is probably going to look weird. Kids probably aren't going to pay attention for sure, but it's just, No,
I remember my parents looking for needle marks on bars of Snickers.
Some people could be evil, but that is somebody just being pure evil. But most people are only evil in that they are doing something for their own gain that they see as a positive thing for themselves. There's no gain in there unless somebody just desperately hates kids and thinks they should be removed from this world. People aren't that evil. Most people aren't that evil.
I mean, anybody who's that evil has got mental issues, but those are the kind of people who don't go the extra. I don't know, it's just my understanding it's never actual.
See, this is why I'm a little like I don't like doing this, because it previewed it, or it made it in 720 instead of 1080, which is not really a problem. Well, you know what? I wonder if it did it because okay, so now that should it's going to change this. Yeah, well, I don't even know why I'm doing 128.
Oh, for that.
What the hell did it? And then it just broke. Hey, SFM's a wonderful program. So I try not to overdo lights anymore, because it just gets frustrating. SFM can be very frustrating. But picture's the only time that I would go to this kind of extent with lights. I can't make 50 lights point to different, very specific things in a video, because as soon as you move, it's all gone anyway.
Force Filmmaker is a perfect program. Nope.
But now I'm gonna check.
Do you agree?
Say select it in. Now I want to see if maybe when I export now, if it'll export it in 128. But I also want to listen, if you're going to export as an image, wait for both to pre-process. Even if that one's not, the secondary viewpoint's not there, sometimes it still treats it like it should be. And if that one would have been in a work camera, it will grab you that instead, even if the only one you see is main camera. I've been very confused as to how that all works. But I've also had it where it likes to crash going to that too. Let's see if this does any different. It did. Okay, so that does make a difference. So it was, I have to set the render setting to 1080 for it to go to higher resolution. That's actually good to know. Come on. I don't think I have anything. I don't think I have anything more on this one. So I think, well,
the title.
Yeah, well, I know. I'm just waiting for it to load. There we go. I'm just trying to think if there's anything more to do to it. Yeah, I'll leave that. Okay. Let's first save as. Wait. I want to save this as a PSD. There we go.
I feel like the title should just be called Rainbow Dash asks her friends if they want to read her. Like, oh, sorry, we're being dragged to hell right now. We can't read your fanfiction.
But that's not. I didn't name the story. You don't even know what the story's about.
A rainbow, babe.
You can go and read the story in your own time. You said you didn't care and you wanted to know now.
Only because I want you to tell me. If you don't tell me, then no. I want to know if you don't. Because I don't care enough otherwise.
It's probably not hard to see, but there's always a little bit of the render speckles that kind of pop up. I don't care too much about doing like super detail stuff, but you need to make sure you're not losing detail by on the edges. So gotta be careful. Here I don't care so much because she's supposed to have a round head, so the light being so flat doesn't make any sense.
Come back with that part. I want to get my heart, but I'm very bad about getting it. I want toys and pillows.
That one I'm gonna have a hard time not making it look like that, so I'm just gonna leave it.
Things made from cloth. Oh, wow.
As I said, I knew I could fix it in post. I just had about getting it close. Dark areas are where it starts having that speckle problem, the worst. But it's also far away here, so I'm not too worried about it. Wings also are usually really rough. These aren't too bad. Is there any clipping issues with her? I don't think so. We'll go right there. Oh. Yeah, now that looks a lot better for the mouth. Oh.
You ready to put some?
Yes. Okay. So this is where I said I can do it and kind of fix and post for this. So for one, there's like little speckles that popped up. We can just get rid of that. But what we can do is just kind of blend the edge like this. And now it looks like it's kind of coming from the underneath. Unless if M really ever needs just a little bit of blur on a lot of these edges. I could probably do that along the edge of all the ponies too. Make it look like they're kind of fading into the nothingness.
Increase sadness.
Here I can really do it. The lighting kind of blends it anyway, but okay, rarity's going to be interesting. All right, rarity, time to start melting.
Like that. That is good. Even if she is being dragged to hell, horrible to the very end. This isn't even normal ponies.
Nice thing is this ground's texture is kind of poor, which makes this a lot easier.
I can understand if they were, I can understand if they were stallions.
Poor Pinky.
He's fucking probably enjoyed it. Like, hey guys, I'm back.
She's just down there saying like, oh, they have cupcakes, but they taste like poop.
Freedom.
I just realized her legs are still have their textures broken. I kind of fixed that one. Yeah, close enough. Can't even notice that one. And then I got this tentacle too. Okay. So normally when I'm using this is the what tool they call this, the smudge tool. I usually use that at about 15%. It just, to me, it's the best one for just smudging stuff and giving, kind of cleaning up different details. So like here, I don't mind smudging up a suit a little bit to kind of clean it up, but right here at this edge, I don't want to, because if I do that, then I'm getting rid of an actual edge. Here, nah, that's fine. But like here on the hand, I feel like this is an actual hand. Oop, got a little bit excited there. That the hand should be kind of round with the lighting. I put two very strong lights, and that works really well for some things. But this is still a hand. but I have to make sure I don't touch certain angles.
I just wanna go back,
And
right back to 2013. Take a ride to
what?
my old hometown corn. I just wanna go back.
This candy corn's disgusting. They're the worst candy.
They're definitely candy.
I'll keep that. That looks kind of nice there.
They're better than milk. Wait, no. Milk duds are good. Multiple. Those things. Whopper.
Yeah, Whoppers. There you're
Yeah,
talking.
Whoppers. Those are nasty.
Whoppers are good.
Milk duds are good.
They're not the best melted milk ball. I mean, in terms of melted milk balls, they're cheap and kind of meh, but I do like melted milk balls.
Thank you. Those are crunchy.
Oh, it's got some more of those airs there.
There was one crunchy candy I haven't had in a long time. They're like chicken sticks. What am I thinking of? Oh,
Chicken sticks does not sound like a candy.
It was. These sticks. I can't remember what they were, but it was like a crunchy candy. Hey, I remember from when I was a kid. Hold on, I gotta find them now. Yeah, these Chico sticks. That's what they were. Remember Chico sticks? Who here remembers Chico sticks?
I have never had
Literally,
them.
it's just something that's like called economy candy. These?
Break me.
Break me, share me. Who here knows Chico sticks? Heck?
Right back to 2013. I never think it's cringe to care so much for MLB. I swear it's not that deep, but if I had a time machine, I'd be right there.
Red velvet flavoring.
Right there. We'd be right
Hey,
there,
Gallagher.
right there.
You want to buy a baggie of red velvet pound cake?
It's Cocoa Nugs. It's a marijuana site.
Oh! It was right next to
He's making a joke like, hey,
Oh, look, it was right next. I look up the Chico sticks.
yeah, but you went to a marijuana site and look, they sell marijuana. Like, well, yes.
It's a weird thing to see that just casually on the internet.
Candy cigarettes
Old
are
man,
fun.
huh?
Candy cigarettes.
Candy cigarettes.
They were awesome.
Outlaw in the States.
Yeah, they are, but they were good.
They're just sugar sticks.
I don't know if they ever actually did like the things they said that they were doing.
Well, they were heavily funded by the cigarette.
Yeah, but they were fun.
Yeah.
It didn't make me ever want to smoke.
It was to attempt to normalize the idea of cigarettes in the minds of children. Some states, they still exist. It's not a federal, they're not against federal law, but some states got rid of it. Man, now I gotta get Chico stick because you never had one.
I don't know if I like the red. Oh, it kind of works well if I do like something like that.
You gotta order them. They're just like crunchy peanut butter sticks. All they are. I mean, candy cigarettes are still around. I don't know that they have. I think the packaging has changed, but. But yeah, they were just cheap sugar sticks that look like cigarettes. Fresh sugar.
Well, hello, Jinxie. Thank you for the sub again. It's just in time for Ciderfest. Cheers for many years, gentlemen. I haven't checked, but by chance, are you doing a panel? Yes, I'm hosting 3, and I'm on to maybe 3 others, and then there's a different event that you know what, actually, there's a different event that I will be participating in too. Where's my picture for that? Oh, it's right here. I put it by order. Yes, this is my schedule. I put this together yesterday. So yeah, I've got, it's all Friday and Saturday, which is nice that I have Sunday free. But this, where I mentioned like dinner Saturday would be tough, is because we have this panel from 6 to 7, and then another one at 10, and Prince is on stage, who's playing right now, at 8. So I have 1 hour from panel to that stage bit, and then I have an hour and 20 minutes before we have to be at the room. And normally,
sounds like reading it for you.
Yeah, normally I get to the panel rooms like a half hour early because I want to set up the camera. I want to get all the AV double checked, make sure that all the AV is working, because like SFM Ponies is a little bit of a hard panel to show if you don't have like audio and video. Most of the time, you just don't want to be the Friday panel at 10 a or 11 a.m. or whatever the one right after opening ceremonies is, because that's where they've tested everything, but there's always something that goes wrong, and it's not the AV's fault. It's just they can't plan for every situation, and something is always weird. So I remember one time they're like, "Yep, we got all the AV stuff hooked up," and then somebody walks up and they're like, "Yeah, I only have VGA," and they're like, no, this was like 8 years ago.
Still though.
But no, that was back when you went up there, you got a VGA and a 3.5. That's what you got. Now it's almost always here's an HDMI.
Yeah.
But some people have issues with audio on HDMI, so most of the times, or like a lot of the rooms, it's your HDMI goes right to a projector. So if you send the audio out there, it goes to the projector, not the audio system.
Just gonna have one guy who's like, I only have S video, and there's gonna be young people like, what is that?
Jinxie, if you're going to Ciderfest,
say hello.
Yes, definitely like slap me or something. So I know who. No, it's busy, but I'm used to it. It's like this. I don't have to. What's really weird is that Friday is none of my panels. It's all the ones I'm participating in. All the Saturday ones are the ones I'm hosting. So it's kind of weird because it means all these ones are the ones that are I have stake in, and then these ones, I mean, the community guest meetup is we used to make fun of it because it used to be that almost nobody goes to the community guest meetup other than the community guests, so it's a community guest meetup for community guests to just go and talk to each other. The animating live is kind of fun. Minty runs it, so I don't really have to prep anything. I just walk in and say like, yo, hello, and talk about animation topics. And then Anthology is, again, I don't have to do anything either. I just have to show up. I think I might be recording it. I know Jay had me do it last time, but that one is, I literally do nothing. When they did Anthology at last Ciderfest, I needed a break from other panels. And so the room was at capacity. They wouldn't let anybody else in. But I came and went from that room like 4 times while the video was playing because Jay needed something, and then and so I just kept running past the guard, was stopping everybody else, and then just kept letting me in. But I think they wanted like beers at some point, so I went and got them beers or whatever. But it's just sometimes I just need a break. Mafia. Always a treat. If you don't want to miss something, don't miss Bad Fan Fiction. That is always a fun one. SFM Ponies, we're premiering the animation, but if you've been here before, you've kind of already seen most of what I'm going to show. And the SFM Ponies, to me, it feels like we always do it, but it's kind of, it's hard to find new stuff to do when we're doing it for so many years.
New animation.
But yeah, Pony Fan Fiction, this one, Bad Fiction, that's the one that should be the most fun. So don't miss that one.
That's
you can't miss. And that's an hour and a half.
That's the one that gives me the most anxiety.
You don't have to be on stage.
No, last one I was.
Why do you get anxiety?
Huh?
Why do you get anxiety?
Reading in public.
Oh, I that's what alcohol is for. No, actually, it doesn't bug me at all. Like, hosting panels now, like, I remember for the first few years, it was like butterflies in the stomach. You're like, I have no concerns when panels start now. It's just like as if I was in the audience. It's kind of nice for that because you can just relax, and it's easier to crack jokes if you're not nervous. So I like it.
I think for me, I wasn't the strongest reader growing up, and so public reading has always kind of been like that. I think there was at one. I think it was the one I did the clown for, where I ran into a word I just could not wrap my head around.
And that's the thing is,
it froze so hard. That was so bad.
I told people like when they've asked like I'm going to be hosting a panel. What should I know? And I said, make mistakes.
Yeah.
Because the amount of panels I've went to that is a PowerPoint presentation where that person has... what was that? That was...
Nice.
Okay.
Perfect.
MS reference special. Okay. The amount of panels I've been to where somebody is just going over the rehearsed PowerPoint, I can watch you...
I like that.
Christina. I think Impact is what I've liked so far the most. The amount of panels that I've been to that are just somebody rehearsed it a ton of it beforehand, and all I was watching was a video. They weren't they were presenting, but they weren't entertaining, and there should be, it's fine to be informative, but you got to provide a little bit of both, and it just was boring. But then I've been to other ones where everything went to hell, and like my favorite example of that was Dex, when they had the AMV premiere, that his laptop kept freezing. And it was hilarious because it kept freezing during the song Don't Stop. And it kept stopping. And we were cracking up laughing, and they were super nervous. And if it wasn't for the visuals of it being the funny part, they didn't handle it very well. They could have handled it well. They figured out it was a Windows update because it came up later during a video. But I remember that panel because of the mistakes that happened, because things went wrong. So it should be... don't try to do everything right. Bring in your material, know your material, but do not rehearse your material. Let it flow naturally, and let yourself make mistakes, but just be ready to flow with them and take them in a fun way. So, but I know for some people that is hard. It's just
stage fright's a thing, and if something goes wrong, it just I've gotten much better about it since those early days. But yeah, no, I'm like, it's still like in the back of my brain. But I've done so many of them at this point that...
Yeah, and it's just the only way you can get over something like that is just doing it a lot. I remember my first SFM panel that we did was at MLP MSP1, and I had never done a panel before, and I had bullet points on sticky notes, and I had no idea what I was doing.
Like you,
it was a mess. It was the worst one I've ever done, and since then we've done much better. But it's mainly because all the SFM panel is we go in with a couple videos to show, usually from around the community, which is stuff to go and get. Have SFM open, and then otherwise just improv the whole thing. We usually never go in there with a plan anymore, just because it's way more fun that way.
Quoting this.
Didn't you just make mistakes, get messy? Yeah, well, and you don't want to underprepare. Don't walk up in the panel with the intention to just make up everything as you go. Have stuff ready. I usually always go in with plenty of content to go over, but just be ready for things to go wrong and to make it fun and interesting. Just so many people are afraid to make mistakes, thinking that in doing so that they'll be judged for it. Yeah, you will. But not negatively.
I'll judge him.
No, it's people thinking like, oh, they're going to look at me and make fun of me. No, if you make people laugh, you made them laugh.
You ruined everything. We had such a nice panel, and then you came up here. Nonsense. Ruined it.
Oh yeah, who wrote this?
Just show the Twi-Dash video like to someone. What you got there, Chris?
Oh, this was one. Actually, I don't know where that one is. We're not going to read this one because it wasn't, the ending didn't work. But Twilight Sparkle accidentally swaps the librarian with an orangutan. I thought that would have been funny to have Adam read because the orangutan, Twilight understands what the orangutan's saying, but it just says, oh. Like, what's he saying? He says that's my problem. And that his name is Dennis. It was funny, but it was only funny until like here, and then it just got really low. Then it, yeah. I have
the joke is put over.
Yeah, I have very specific rules when it comes to a lot of the fics, but on how they should be structured and built. I've rewritten some of the stories. It's been interesting.
Oh, you're heading out early, are you, Jinx?
Seriously. Yeah, no problem. We'll see you this weekend, though.
No, Minty
Oh, I packed my
saying-
bag. Oh, yeah, he had insomnia or something.
Yeah, he was gonna be there.
He had to let Charlie know because I think he was going to be helping run the pub crawl. So, which we'll be there in time for, but that's a ticketed event. So
Yeah, well, I mean, you can always follow along. If you really want to.
Oh.
You just don't get the free.
Actually, wait, I gotta. Yeah, it's only for the free glass. They can't really tell you. You're technically not supposed to, but I mean, what do you do? Tell you not to go to a public space?
I mean, who said they're not supposed to?
You're they usually don't like give the school schedule ahead of time because it's supposed to be a ticketed event. But again,
Yeah, it's supposed to.
we've caught up with the group so many times before because it's not hard. If you know somebody in the group, you text them and say, "Where you at?"
Mm-hmm. No, I got my ticket kind of late this year. So I just got the standing pass.
Well, that is a special separate event.
Yeah.
But I just we normally don't do it for Ciderfest because at least before we used to get there so late. This year we're going to be there probably early, so we'll have plenty of time. Planning between 9, earliest 9, latest 10.
Are people meeting this year?
Why? There's 6 of us going, 2 cars, and there's 3 at this house. So we're just going to go. No, we're not waiting for anybody.
But we're all meeting here.
Well, yeah, because like in the living room
Yes.
after waking up.
I didn't know if anybody was riding with us or not.
No, it's just us. That makes it a little easier.
I'm right.
Kyle. But Kyle's doing his half day, so that's why we're leaving, because otherwise we'd have to wait till much later.
He was just with Mitch.
Mitch isn't going.
No.
Yeah. So there's 2 cars, and it said Kyle was the other one.
It
It was fine.
It's safe.
Had a lot of fun last year, but my sister, but sis not sign up this year. Did sis? I'm like, you meant sister, but did not sign up this year. No, the pub crawl is fun, but I think for the cost, I mean, it's fun. You get the glass and you get to go to hang out with the people, but you can just go or go and do your own pub crawl. I mean, there's nothing stopping you from like just going to a bunch of bars. It's just, again, normally we pop in at like, because we used to leave a little later, it would be like 6-7 o'clock by the time we got there, and then you got your hotel room, everything, and then you really didn't feel like going on a big adventure because you're just tired
After an 8-hour car trip.
Yeah.
Probably won't be. It'll probably be like 4.
No, it's 5 something.
Maybe if I drive like Jay and fight there.
I'm like, why is it I'm seeing speckles again? It's because played with the contrast and the whatever that some of those pop up, but I'm not gonna care at that point. It's done.
You know what? This is a nice pick. You know why? Those tentacles are giving those horses.
Sure.
They're actually hurt. How happy talk.
Is that censored?
Imagine they're being drugged down there, but it's like the ice cream. Box of those.
Okay, so we're gonna save, then we're gonna save a copy.
Do you agree with that statement?
There we go. All right, that's one down. I still have one more I need to make. I'm not going to have time
You
to
got
start it
5
today, but I'm going to probably do that. I'll probably start it after this. Then I actually have to, the reason I didn't do that one, well, there's a couple that I didn't want to do in here because they might be more lewd than I want, but there's another one I need to make that I have to. There's certain contextual notes that are in the writing that if you can't read the text, you lose them when spoken. So I need to develop pictures that provide that context on a visual format, and so trying to do that. So anyway, but we did the picture. Yes.
Part is just like Hasbro. You left Applejack out.
She's over there.
No,
The problem with this is that Applejack?
I think people will assume that that's Pinky.
But it's really hard because when you have red light,
Yeah.
both her Twilight and Pinky both look the same color.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, I'm glad I kind of put the tentacles there. Oh, I forgot to put some on Pinky's leg. That's fine. But because if it wasn't, it would actually be hard to determine that they're being pulled down. I think actually it would have been nice to have another one over Rarity too.
I think.
But yeah, it's fine. Pinky went in willingly. She went head first.
She wanted to go where all her friends were going.
No, this one's fun. There's a Sweetie Bot one. Where I don't care if the names are shown, but I brought Airshipping is Magic is a joke. It's a mainstay I brought with that, and we did the Mystery of the Wedding of Rainbow Dash at Winnie City, but it went really well. That one is immensely random and chaotic, and that one's fun. I don't think we ever read the Prince Bluebud one.
You did.
Have we done that before?
You've done it at least once, because I remember it.
Yeah, I remember bringing it, but I don't remember ever read it, so I was just bringing that one again. What you got there? Cozy Glow, Totally Innocent Admiration. That's a new one. Rainbow Dash Rush Pony is a new one. Elements of Harmony. That one's a new one.
Yeah, I was gonna say I haven't heard that one.
So there's a good amount. It's an hour and a half. That is 15 minutes of fic, which is usually about 6, and I'm bringing 8. So, but Airshipping is Magic is a 5-minute fic. But I have a couple other little gimmicks we're gonna do that I have for it. That it was a gimmick that I added to make it easier to follow, but at the same time, it allowed me some openings to do some stupid stuff. So, whatever. But yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun.
I got you thing. Hey, look. This is important.
I'm gonna annoy you.
You're stretching.
No, it looks like you're trying to make taffy.
I like that. You can start playing Kitty.
I got 2 minutes. I'm gonna at least start the other file. We got that's.
Look at him go.
I'm not gonna get anywhere with it today, but it's about fanfic, and this is gonna be.
Yes.
What's it go? I have to take my stuff out of the dryer.
There's like a ton of dishes.
This is Cozy Glow. Yeah, that was called Cozy Glow. That'll be understood. Well, actually, I don't know. We have one other one from her. I need to write a fanfic for next year. What actually, if you want to potentially write a story, there's actually a specific type of story we've been looking to do, but it would require to be written in a specific way. We wanted to have a story that we could Mad Lib. So we wanted to have a story that's written, but to where there would be, it would be written non-specifically enough so that we could fill in based on it, like what we
Mad Libs, but ponies.
What I thought about doing, and I was thinking about doing, I just ran out of time for it because it would take too much time, is when people walk in the door, you hand them a slip of paper and asks them to put on there a noun, an adjective, and something else, like just 3 noun, adjective, and a verb, like any of those 3. Just fill in all 3, and we'll go about the normal ones, and people will fill it out and provide it to whoever's going to gather it while you're going. And then when you get to that story, you put all of them together, and then as people are reading, when they get to one of those, they flip the one that's over, and they read whatever of those words matches that. So if it's a noun, a verb, or whatever. And so they do not even know what they're going to say until they flip it. And I think that would be kind of fun to do.
Yes.
But the problem is that you can't have... I can't just take any story and do it, because normally any of the important nouns or verbs are tied in later and may not work. Because you can't say a a location and then something doesn't fit that location. I mean, you could kind of make it work, but
that's Mad Libs. Sometimes it's nonsense.
yeah, but they're usually written fairly generic enough that it works. Where if you had a very ultra specific, like if you said like a character name, and so a pony name or something, and it said a unicorn, and then it made reference to it being a Pegasus.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like you.
And also, if you read that one word and then it was going to be referenced later, it doesn't work because you have to read it live. So if you want to help out with something like that, I actually wouldn't mind because that would be kind of fun. Ring of dash blank in Twilight's face. Twilight in response blank. Well, kind of, because it still has to be read, so you have to have conversations. And if you put too many blanks too fast, you aren't giving people. It feels like you're overburdening them with the joke. So you have to have a normal story that's running, but then suddenly when you need a distance, just have people put a distance. Maybe they put a foot, maybe they put a mile, maybe they put the plank length, and they just have to run with it. So it would be fun, but more on that later. I wanted to set that up, but it's just I had to finish the stuff I had to do first, and wasn't going to work out. So, but anyway, I'm gonna. Actually, you know what? I might be able to make this outside of SFM for the idea I have.
Yeah.
I might look into that. Whatever. But I will worry about that on my own time. So, now we're 2 minutes over. So, anyways, there will be no stream on Friday, Sunday, or probably next Tuesday. I think the next stream is going to be a week from Friday. So, it's going to be good, like 10 days from today. So, we'll be back.
Want to see us? And mostly.
Who's on? We got a couple of people on. Cowgirl and Jin. We did raid Jin last time.
Oh, we did Cowgirl.
We did. Yeah, we did. Well, we did Cowgirl and Jin. Jin was the last one. We did Cowgirl recently. We haven't went to Fiora for a while, so we can head over to Fiora. I'm going for Michael. Yeah, I tell him that, and then he just thinks, ha ha ha, no, that's a lie. But we know that Silver is a big Michael fangirl. So, but yeah, so I head over to Fiora. I don't know if she was able to go to Ciderfest this year. I don't think she's on the list. I think so. I'm not even sure. Good to have a safe trip. I'll see y'all there. We're going to be driving, but I actually am looking forward to just being in a car for a few hours.
Really?
Yeah. After all the work and stuff, to be sit somewhere and then you can't do any work, kind of nice.
I'm going to see if I can't update my nav system tonight.
If you.
Get that map. Are you gonna do it like don't use the nav? I'll tell you. And you pull out the app.
It literally is we go south until you get to a road, and then you stay on that road for 350 miles.
He hates the navigation.
No, it's like literally
fight with the navigation.
Literally, you go south, and after one exit onto a freeway, you stay on that road until almost Milwaukee.
But what if I get off because we need to use bathroom or gas or something?
Then you get back on that road.
Remember the one time I got us off the road for a gas station? And we went on a magical adventure because it was way up behind.
You wanted to save 5 cents at it.
Seemed closer on the map.
He's like, this was a cheap gas station, so we pull off, and then we're going through residential neighborhoods and back roads for like miles, and we're like, Michael, where are you going?
5 cents a gallon.
And he's like,
didn't even go.
5 cents a gallon?
5 cents less.
5 cents less. How much gas money did we spend to get there? More than the 5 cents.
It wasn't that far off.
No, 5 cents. If it's a 10-gallon tank, it's 50 cents. That's 1/6 of a gallon. If it's a 30-mile-an-hour car, that is 5 miles before you waste the money on that. We went more than 5 miles.
I'm helping.
No, he went lower, and then we're like, Michael, how many? He's like, take it right here, no left. And we're like, how much further? It's like 2 more miles. We passed one on the way here.
We did, but it was 5 cents more.
I know, but we're trying to get there quickly in a good time. And then you're like, maybe if we went to Illinois, down through Chicago first, picked up gas there. No. Anyway, we're going to Fiora. But yeah, we'll see you guys in a week or so, or at the con if you're at the con. Where's Cat? Yeah, there's Key. And hope you guys have fun. Otherwise, stay busy, do cool things.
What about be happy and
I'm gonna try to post on the Discord when we get some for pictures and stuff. But I usually just kind of get caught up in the moment and forget to do pictures because I've never been one for doing that. But anyways, thank you for the resubs to Jinxie and to Silver, and we'll see you both in like what's like not 2 days, in 3 days. No, 3 days is Thursday. So no, the 2 days. No, it's Thursday. Yeah, 3 days. Okay.
Tuesday.
All right. See you all later. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Michael Fest.
Diddly